Hi, this is Terry Childs, and this is the RigLogix offshore rig review for the week ending November 5th. The following is a summary of last week's offshore rig news from the Daily Logix Newswire. First, in Southeast Asia, following the August 10th award, POSCO International has officially signed the contract to take its first ever production sharing contract offshore Malaysia. As previously reported, the operator will get an 80% interest in operatorship of Block PM 524 offshore peninsular Malaysia. Petronas Carigali will hold the remaining 20% interest. The block covers an area of 4,738 square kilometers and lies in water depths that range from 164 to 262 feet. POSCO is currently active offshore Myanmar but has never operated in Malaysia. The block is located within an area that lies in a proven working petroleum system that has a large number of producing gas fields. Staying in Southeast Asia, following our news item from October 21st, industry channels advise that bore drilling jackup Gunlod is now on its last well for PTT EP Sarawak. The Golok Production A, designated as GO-PA well, is situated in the Golok field in the exclusive economic zone offshore Sarawak. Duration is said to be for about 3 weeks for this final well, and after that finishes, the rig then moves to the Bertam field for IPC Malaysia for a 105-day program. That field is in Block PM 307, and that work should occupy the unit through February 2022. Moving to South America, Shell has plans to drill up to 4 exploration wells in Block 42 offshore Suriname. Drilling will likely begin in the first half of next year and will consist of the Sirius 1, Apatina 1, Sundarij South 1, and the Katika 1. Water depths in the block range from 6,562 feet to 9,843 feet, which is also a range of 2,000 to 3,000 meters. Drilling is expected to be handled by Transocean drillship Deepwater Thalassa, which Shell has working under a 10-year contract that does not end until February 2026. The rig is currently in the U.S. Gulf of Mexico and will mobilize to Suriname likely in the second quarter of next year, assuming Shell obtains all necessary drilling approvals. Each well is scheduled to take up to 130 days to complete, which consists of 50 to 80 days to drill, plus another 50 for any potential sidetracks and well testing. The program there off Suriname should keep that rig in the area until around September 2023. Turning to the North Sea, Wintershall DEA's Nova drilling campaign is kicked off for the second time with the arrival of Saipem Semi Scarabeo 8 in the field. The rig was contracted back in June to undertake the 6 remaining wells that Seadrill managed Semi West Mira was contracted for, but that contract, of course, was subsequently early terminated following the dropped Christmas tree incident that occurred on March 19th. The scope of work for Saipem will see the Scarabeo 8 busy for around 300 days, but the operator does have 2 one-well options available that, if they exercise, would keep the rig occupied until November 2022. Staying in the North Sea under new contracts, further to our news item of August 19th, Harbor Energy has extended its contract for jackup Maersk Innovator by exercising the available one-well option. The rig has been undergoing reactivation in preparation for the December commencement. Upon completion of the process, the rig will head to Block 28-9, which is the Catcher field, to drill 3 subsea development wells. With the additional well, the rig is now not next available until November 2022. In the U.S. Gulf of Mexico, Noble ultra-deepwater drillship Noble Faye Kozak has arrived in the U.S. Gulf of Mexico after drilling a well for Petronas offshore Mexico. The rig is now in Mississippi Canyon, Block 506, undergoing U-Wild prior to starting a contract for Murphy Oil. That 90-day P&A program will begin in early November and should end toward late January 2022. After that, Invent Energy will get the drill ship for a firm 1 to 2 wells plus 2 options that, if exercised, would keep it busy until April of next year. Ultra deepwater drill ship Stena Ice Max arrived in Las Palmas on November 1st after a 27-day trip from Mexico. The rig, however, will not be staying long and will depart shortly for Gambia. Far Limited will get the rig for a 1-well program drilling the Bambo 1 exploration well in Block A2. Drilling there is scheduled to be completed in December. At the conclusion of that work, the rig will have a brief respite, likely back in Las Palmas, before heading to Israel in February 2022 for a 3-well plus 2 options charter for Energean. The rig will drill an exploration well at the Athena prospect and an appraisal well at the Karish main field. The firm portion of the work will last around 180 days, keeping the rig busy until at least August, and further till December if the options are exercised. That will do it for this week, and we'll be back next week with another edition.